Hey guys, welcome back to the Gumdrop Gaming channel. I am the Gumdrop Gamer. And today we're going to be playing some more Nioh. Yeah, let's go. Let's play some Nioh. Alright, so today we're going to get into some side quests. So this is going to be all about side quests today. So, just some things I was thinking about, because you guys have kind of been asking questions about, hey, what's going on? We want all these updates for your channel and everything. And it's like, guys, trust me, I know. All these updates that you're wanting for the channel, I promise you I'm wanting them as well. Definitely, most definitely do want these updates for the channel, and those are all in progress. So, just to kind of give you a further update of what's going on is, excuse me, let me get some water. So, what is going on this week is I've got, I could have swore we, alright, now that this is a different quest. Alright. I'm not awake yet. It's cool. It's only 2 in the afternoon. Not awake yet. Been awake for hours, but not awake. Alright. We'll go ahead and level up while we're doing this, and I'll get back to what I was saying in just a second. We can get some more strength, I think. Don't want to go too much into it because I want to make sure that I can max out this magic stat up to like about 50 or so fairly early on. Definitely before we beat the game for the first time, and you'll see that there's some really cool things in that. But back to what I was saying. So, you notice how I have in my upper right, the upper right corner of the screen that you are currently watching right now. I'm wanting to get 50 boards to pass out at like big conventions and stuff like that. Things of that nature. And that's so that the game itself can get more discoverability, because it's a really cool game. I really want to show it off to you guys. Really been working hard on it for a really long time. It's been a total of 3 years in the making, and so with that being said, what I'm doing this week, which I've actually been working on for about 3 weeks now, is getting the rules updated. Because at one point we were using diamonds for the battle card. That screwed up a lot of what I had written, and unfortunately, and this is something you guys can take to heart whenever you're like making your own games or whatever, make sure you are doing it in something like Photoshop or Krita, something where you can make quick edits, because if you're doing the dumb thing like what I'm doing and you are just, I need to do that. I don't think I even got hit. But if you do it in like I did, just because it was going to be temporarily easier, because I didn't want to have to deal with creating multiple text boxes, which actually would have been easier way to do it. Yeah, you can go back and just re-edit small, tiny sections. So, go to Krita and do it that way. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is it's a 48-page rule book and plenty of illustrations and things of that nature. So a little bit of comedy and stuff to just break things up a little bit. It was gonna be so long. I mean, it's still, even if I took all that extra stuff out, it still would have been like a 35 page book. But it's so much better to make instructions where you can see a little bit of extra put into it. That's what most people are going to do when they create. These guys are easy against water. I think he's somewhat weak dodge different as you think. Those guys are random whether, well, they're not random. I'm random whether I'm really good. So that is what I am hoping to have finished. So I've got tomorrow and Friday off. We're on the 4th of July weekend right now if you're watching this in the future. And so I'm going to take advantage of all that time and really work hard to finish this week or very close to finish. I'm on page 35 of 48. Supposed to drop something. Here we go. I understand he didn't drop like everything in the world. So the reason why I'm choosing to kind of just put everything to the side right now is because when you're doing something really big like this, you have to look and see where potential choke points are. And that is right now is what I'm currently seeing. Like I may be completely wrong about it, but I am currently seeing that as the biggest potential choke point. And so that's what I've got to tackle first. And then next week, I was working on it for a long time, and I get we got the AI program downloaded that I wanted, so that's going to be the one that I can do stuff offline to create videos for you guys, and I can take still images off of that. I'm probably still going to end up using the Journey AI, depending on how much I'm actually able to do on this AI program. Because a lot of the stuff is going to be just like upgrading my own artwork. With the AI. Really smart. I'm more focused on what I'm saying than what I'm doing. That's what happens in a Let's Player's world sometimes. Alright. So that's back to Nioh. This whole side is fighting free wheel probably strong attack, probably not when you should be using against those guys. Wait. It might be 4. I might be wrong about how many it is. It might be 4. Next week, that AI is going to help me create things like better overlays. It's going to you know, even if I'm not doing some of the stuff on my own, it's going to be something that I can show other artists. Oh, why didn't you come into my trap? I want you over here. Fine. As you can hear, I'm still not completely over that cough thing. But we're just going to make do. Try not to cough directly into the mic. Maybe. Yeah, this is with the game now. It's kind of okay, that's it. This is the kind of the result of choosing to so there's only a handful of the Twilight mission, which we have not seen yet in this playthrough, because we're literally on the fourth map, or fourth mission that we've done, if you're including missions and side missions. Got to pray it here. I do want to pray it every time, because that's an achievement, plus you always get a little bit of amrita, so even if I don't need it, even if it doesn't really make sense, we're going to pray at these shrines. I think we're kind of just into like a chill stream like right now. Been working my butt off also to get my butt on my I got a stationary bike in my living room. Been hitting it 15 minutes each day because I want my health. I want to look a little bit better, feel a little bit better. And I'm going to try for getting 6 days in this week. Because that sounds like a really good goal. Really good goal. There was getting in my head. That's something I've always wanted to do. So yeah, as you saw, he was that skeleton was drawing back his bow. You literally can snipe you out of here while you're doing that. See if we can get and I fall. Because burning to death is also something I've always wanted to do. That's my dream. That's how I want to die, is burning to death. Yeah, so you guys on YouTube, unless you actually travel between YouTube and probably don't know. I started a new series, just picked up a random game that I've never played before. It's kind of popular. Some of you might know it. It's called Mass Effect. And that's what we played on this last Monday. However, my mic was off the entire time. So, guess what? We are going to do everything we can. me to die to this guy. This is hilarious. Oh. Well, what health if I went? Alright. This guy. I was gonna use my special. Just one of these. If we were like any other hard enemy, I would use that. But these guys usually fighting them correctly. But man, they have that random, I'm gonna do like your entire life bar in one hit attack. And that's pretty awesome. Yo, what up, Sploosh? How's it going? Nice to have you in my stream for once. You got any streaming going on today? And thanks for the good luck. We're gonna need it. Oh, not really. Just on the side. Nothing too crazy. I forgot that could have been the last one. I usually I like to take out all these guys. So I'm half tempted to just run back into the level and beat that respect or whatever they're called, and finish up the one enemy. But we are going to do the way of the adept and way of the strong. That'll be no big deal. We can get back and do this later. Alright. Wow. That was quick. We got through that entire first side mission in 19 minutes. Alright. Before we go jumping into the next one, let's see what all is available for us. So we got some new equipment. Okay, there's nothing new at the dojo. Blacksmith, I'm not too super excited about. We'll do some of this stuff. You get stuff for creating something, so let's go ahead and craft. Oh, that's not it. No, that should be it. Should be forge, like a weapon. Not sure why it's not letting me. I must not have anything to forge it with. So that's alright. So I got plenty of money. Alright, and we've got the highlight the Twilight mission. And I think that's where we're going to go. Just because these Twilight missions, if you don't go to them right away, they can disappear on you. Alright, so we got the second level's Twilight mission. And if I remember correctly, these ones are always Twilight missions, just like the regular main mission, and you always fight the boss in this one. Because with the first level, there's, including all the side missions and everything, there's like 4 different times you can go through. And enemies are just like variable difficulties and everything. And so we're going to experience kind of the same thing here. So main missions, you'll generally have 2 to 4 different times you can go through with different enemies. So yeah, it can be a little but it's not like Elden Ring repetitive. I mean, it's great. Again, I'll keep saying it. Elden Ring's a great game, but there's just certain parts of it, mostly on the overworld map. But they need to have way more of those around. I thought that was really cool. That was like my favorite thing that ever. It's just like, oh hey, there's this little bit of weirdness on the map, seen out in the distance. I think I'll take a look at this and investigate a little bit further. Yeah. Try to let plenty of those guys get me into the main mission. Oh yeah, I forgot to have that whole thing about that. If you're supposed to get knocked off by the bats, huh? Fine. Play with me out here. I want to be away from that archer. I mean, I know random death is fun, but I don't know. Just not feeling it right now. Ow. Ow. Quit it. Alright. First death by an enemy today. Second death total. That's one thing that you learn when you get a little bit more advanced at the game is, and this is true for like, oh crap. For pretty much all these Soulsborne games is, you know, just, you gotta be dodging in the right direction. That completely changes how you are doing your battle. Hey buddy, how's it going? Come on out here just a little bit further. A little bit further. Should just only be strategically place myself where the archer can't get me. That'll be okay. What's that? What's that? A little bit risky, that last dash I did. It worked out. guys can be some of the most dangerous enemies just because it's so random, like how they attack. There's like almost no animation for it, and so it's really tricky to stop. They'll just have you stun lock like 2 or 3 times in a row. Let's see. You know what? You get my little friend. Oh, okay. You didn't like me. You know what? You didn't like my little friend. I don't like you. Apparently, she doesn't like me either. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I mean, shoving a giant sickle like into your skull, like most of my friends do it. And I don't understand what the hell that is about. So yeah, I was just remembering last stream. I was definitely getting depressed towards the end of the night. I did not figure out what my usual strategy was for beating that boss, and so that's just something you're gonna run into when you play games like this. And it's not that I really care if somebody thinks I'm bad at the game or not. It's just like I want to be able to get through this in the amount of time I've got. Because yeah, kind of got a schedule to keep outside of this. And that's kind of what we were just talking about earlier. Hard time hearing me compared to the game. Let's go ahead and adjust the game audio again. Voice volume could still stay up. Let me know if this sounds a little bit better for you. Guy was having trouble with that last time I streamed, and only difference was this time I have the... Hey, how's it going? This time I have the volume on my TV up a little bit more, so that's probably why there was still issues with audio. Plus, my mic's kind of on its side instead of like directly right in front of me where I need it. Don't need to be worried about that attack as long as you're dashing at them and you're close enough, they'll never hit you with it. Alright. This time, much better time through. As you can see, Mr. Banjo, he's gone. So that's one less guy you gotta worry about. Okay. Well, you saw me make the slightest amount of adjustment on something, and that's what happens. Let me see if my mic is maxed out. Yep, my microphone is maxed out, so there's nothing more. Check the properties. Yeah, so that's kind of what our options are. You know, I can try and get a little bit closer to my mic, and we'll try and see if adjusting the audio settings back to where they were. We'll just do. Yeah, we'll change them right back to where they were. See if it works any better if I'm right next to my microphone. And maybe we'll just. Oh, maybe we'll just get stabbed in the back because we love getting stabbed in the back. We'll just turn the TV volume down a couple notches and see if that works. This way I can turn my head slightly at all instead of getting a neck cramp as well. Okay. Who needs souls anyway? Who needs Amrita? Let's just clumsily go through the game. Alright. Now it's get good time. We've died. I've showed you how to die. I'm really good at. Oh, come on. All right, controller. Stop being dumb. I showed you how to get hit by this guy. That was not get good guy. Not at all. Alright, let's die to Nioh. Is currently in progress. Learning how to talk is not in progress. Achievement not unlocked. Alright. There we go. There we go. Close enough to spawn that guy. No. I can't remember. Did I actually go in here and grab everything, or did I just fight him? Let's make sure we're grabbing everything, because this is all the stuff. One thing you're going to notice when you go into the different main missions and side missions, actually, now that you're actually going to stand still, I'll shoot you in the face first. Just because I got all kinds of buku extra arrows. But one thing you're going to notice, when you go into a level, you'll see that card that pops out that tells you everything you need to do for the mission and whatever. You'll also see the codometer you'll see the pictures of them to see if you actually have any that you can pick up in the level. Unfortunately, the only thing they don't do is show you that there's like, you've got 1 out of 7 of them or something like that. I don't know how they're handling that in Nioh 3. I don't know how close we are to getting Nioh 3. That is an option on Twitch when you go to stream. So, be interesting to see when that happens. Alright. Let's try this again. Since you've killed me 2 times already, I don't want it to be a 3rd time. There we go. But yeah, I will definitely be playing Nioh 3 as soon as I get done with Nioh 3. Or I'll just get stabbed in the back because I love doing that too. See, that's what I love about this game. I always get to do things that I love. I love getting stabbed in the back. I love getting explosions in the back. You know, just anything like that that's very therapeutic. Those are the things that I love in life. And if you're not doing what you love in your life, like, what are you really doing? Come on. Okay. Like that skeleton, he's just kind of a good trap because, like, you're too afraid to just kind of dash away because he's probably, come on. You dash away, he's probably, your guy's probably just gonna fall down. And I've already proven how good I am at falling in this game. Like, I am the master at that. You will never beat me at falling in pits in Nioh. Just get over it. Achievement never unlocked. I know, I've crushed all your dreams. I kind of thought he was going to do that, but nah, couldn't possibly. You love me more than that, right? You were just trying to give me a hug. Trying to make sure you guys are getting all your money's worth, all that money that you don't pay on Twitch or on YouTube to watch my content, because all my content is free. Ow. Ooh, release date 2026 on that Nioh 3. Definitely going to be looking forward to that. But yeah, it's just like what I was talking about earlier with, you know, I've got this whole game I've been working on, and I've got the instructions that I've got to get out of the way, and there's just things you got to do in order sometimes, in order to get things done. If something's a choke point, you want to make sure you take care of that first. I'm not saying I won't necessarily buy Nioh 3 before I finish Nioh 2, but definitely should finish Nioh 2 before I finish Nioh 3. Because the story's a little bit interesting. I like the monkey guy that calls you Iggy. He's pretty cool. That too far. Nope. Nope, didn't trigger. Alright. Are you going to see me? If I shoot you in the face. Is that one of your triggers, is being shot in the face? I don't see why it would be, but who knows? Alright. Got that done. This guy should be easy. I don't have the controller's working right. Nope. The greedy aggressive attacks not working for me at all. But why? Why do I have to take my time? Why can't I just get good, bro? Alright. And 782 at beating this one level of Nioh. Failed once again. And I don't know what happens, why I always have to have so much trouble with the movement stick while playing this game. Movement being a little bit twitchy, that is my movement stick. For some reason, I just push it down a little too hard or something, and eventually it stops working the way I want it. Specifically, Nioh. That's specifically the only game that I have a problem with it. I don't know if it's because it's like so much more, the controller's so much more sensitive in Nioh, or what. Well, he had to be triggered at some point. I'm sorry, am I triggering you with my sickle to your face? My Kusarigama? Is that a triggering event to you? I mean, some guys, they need to grow up. Like, he's acting like a total baby. Alright. No, I could have just avoided fighting you altogether. Like, I really should have. Considering I'm just dying to stupid things now. Combo before he finishes his combo. Lucky that I was just barely out of range because I couldn't back up any further, and that's what I was trying to do. Alright. Okay. That worked. That was dumber than it should have been. But what hasn't been this episode? So yeah, I'm going to want to keep this right around the 2-hour mark. So even if we're like halfway in the middle of a level, we'll go ahead and be there. Or if I'm not like close enough, we'll go ahead and just do an extra like 15-20 minutes. No big deal. It just depends. Depends on where we're at. This, hello. I knew there was something in there. This Twilight mission is going to be a little bit harder, but it really shouldn't be this much harder. Again, this just shows, you know, hey, I'm literally playing. Okay. I'm literally playing this one time a week. So don't have a whole lot of time to remember the rhythm of the game. And alright, so last time we used blue on this guy. Let's see what it takes this time. No, he don't like that. I'm so disappointed in you. I've already died way too many times before getting this next checkpoint. I'm gonna come back. Because I think I get a checkpoint here. Or at least, well, let's do this. That way we're not doing it all over again. Believe me, if you were worried about me dying to that skeleton, you are not the only one. Okay. This gives me a little bit of room to be stupid. Because it's okay dying in this game, that's what you do. You can do it in Let's Plays even. You can do it in speedruns. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do a little bit of a safer strat. Just keep things moving along. Curious to see, I don't think I've ever done this before. What happens now that he's triggered? What would happen if I went back into that room? Guess we're not going to find out right here, right now. Skip all these guys. They really shouldn't. I don't think they're going to follow me down. Maybe he will, but I don't think he will. As they all prove me wrong. So, this is interesting. Look, guys. I said I was sorry, but not for the reasons why you think I should be sorry. I'm sorry I didn't get away with it. Ha! Okay. Now we're set up to maybe live. I just had to give him, you know, like an unfair advantage because, you know, come on. How else were they gonna win? Got another reputation. Oh yeah. So way back in between the levels when I was looking to see what was going on with the blacksmith and everything, I wanted to see what new equipment I picked up too. So got a better spear. Don't really care about poison. It's pretty good. Poison. Adding poison is actually pretty good in Nioh 2. Alright, doesn't look like we picked up anything else really worth anything here. So this is just all stuff that we're just gonna feed off. We're gonna sacrifice it. Get rid of earned. Thank you. And this matchlock. Is better than the other one, I guess. Alright, so yeah, this is right here. If you hit, not that button. So if you hit the L2 button, you can start to see where all these set bonuses are. Honestly, I'm not really too excited about the set bonuses in this game. You get to sense enemies, a little bit of damage reduction, close combat, key damage. Like you'll get things like life and whatever, but I mean, literally just equipping these items just for those effects, just no bueno. You don't really, you're not getting that much out of it versus something that's a little bit stronger or versus wind. Something that gives you like Emerita earned or unlimited elixir that you can just find off normal equipment. It's just gonna be so much better for you. Ooh, versus lightning. I'm gonna lock that one in. It's not just versus lightning, that's also pretty good. So we'll go ahead and up our ability to equip items. The heavy stuff. Let's see, running speed, nothing really all that great. So we can get more Amrita earned off of this stuff. But it's too heavy. Ooh. That one's slightly too heavy. I'll lock that one in as well. And let's see what else we got. Versus paralysis is helpful in that last boss. But that wasn't really what was getting to me. She wasn't hitting me enough times to get me paralyzed. Because that's the plural. In case you guys didn't know. I just had my combos like all out of whack. Okay. I was trying to wait for Skelly Man, but he does not seem to want to show up. There he is. Really not scared of this guy. I kind of don't want to fight them both at the same time either. whatever. They're just like dead set of patrolling together, so I'll come back to that. So yeah, you know what? This is a great time, now that I'm thinking about it. Always a great time to say, hey, thank you guys for joining me. Whether you're joining on the stream, whether you catch it on the VOD later or YouTube later, just, thank you guys for being here. I know I like to say a lot of stupid things on screen. Just, kind of trying to have fun, That's what we're doing. Oh god, oh god, oh god. It's having fun, but, I do want you guys to know that I'm very grateful to have all you guys here. Whether you just hang out in chat, whether you comment on a post, whether you just watch a video. Everything that happens, it happens because of you guys. And so it's just important for you guys to be here. And I always want to make sure that you know just how glad I am to have you. May not always be able to express it just how I want to, but I hope a little bit of that gets through to you guys. So another Revenant. But not my daily Revenant. If you're really having trouble with Revenants, the best thing I can tell you is equip yourself one of the big weapons, like the hammer, and you can break through their guard. So enough of this screwing around. We've already seen all this. If you go fast enough, they will not follow you. Just as long as you get far enough away. So we're going to go ahead and clear out a little bit that did not get cleared out yet. Take advantage of the enemy boundary boxes that are set in every single game that has ever been made. You don't notice it as much if you're playing a 2D game, but you'll notice if you're playing a 3D game that there's just some boundary boxes. If you ever played like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you notice that Airmers can only well, if you try the crazy enough strategy, you notice that Airmers can only follow you for so long. Feel like you went that way this time. I know it's my love language, and you're good at it, but you know what? Sometimes no means no. Just sometimes, though. Sometimes I don't want a machete in my head. Other times I do. This is not one of those times. I'm just, I'm like on my period right now. I didn't really want to have to tell you guys that, but and And he's gone. Okay. So no more. We don't have to see any more of this crevice. We tried blue and yellow last time we were in here. You just don't like fun. You don't like me sneaking up on you. Okay. And you. You can be sometimes pretty scary. Like right here, there's not a whole lot of room to dodge. Like I was almost pancake face. I've never seen pancake face before, but whatever they are, that was going to be me. Okay, we at least got the Revenant, which is good. We tried blue and we tried yellow, which means unless I did things wrong, if he's not a red, he is definitely a blue. That almost went really, really well. My guy committed to a combo. Yeah. Alright. That combo could have screwed me by hitting that guy. Okay. Making actual progress. I know, it's the weirdest thing in the world. For some reason, just that section of the cave I am not good at this time. This entire time. 2 different Let's Plays, 2 different weeks, I'm just not good at it. Now that we're past it, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. You know how people say they're over something? You're not really over it. You're not at all over it. You just don't want anyone to say anything and bring up those bad emotions. Hey, how's it going, guys? I love the both of you. I send you Christmas cards. We should meet up later for donuts and machetes to the head. Maybe axes. Alright. No. See my entire life flash before my eyes. Okay. Yeah, as bad as those skeletons are, I mean, they're not super bad in this one. It's just when you get those tight quarters, you can't really back up correctly, and I almost fell off the cliff. I mean, I totally did it. That was like 100% on purpose. I think he's actually... So anytime you got those guys with banjos, they're... If they are near the revenants, they will summon them. So I personally like preparing myself for the revenants. Instead of having them just stepping on me. The other two I don't have to worry about. Because I'm dead. Okay. Who wants to actually make some progress at Nioh now? Not him. But luckily the banjo guys, they're dead. Don't have any reason to need to go back through that entire section. And I'm just gonna die. Here's a boss. But we got through that. And I'm not super worried about the little bit of Emerald that I lost. When it comes down to it, in the grand scheme of things, that is chump change. But man, oh man, when you're first playing, like any little bit of loss of your Amrita, it can be devastating. You're like, oh man, how am I going to beat this game if I can't level up? I can't get enough HP to survive a single hit from this boss. Oh my god, what will I ever do? And then after you have it happen like 50 billion times on your first playthrough, oh, I have never seen that attack. You have leveled up. You deserve that win. I did not know you guys could do that. If you come fight me over here. This should be out of the range of that skelly man. If he does come back. Probably not. Hello. Hey guy. Hey buddy. What you doing? Just came to ask me a question? No, no. The answer is no. Ow. No, I do not love you. You just don't do it for me. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I thought I could do anything there. I don't know why. I thought I wasn't going to get destroyed. We all have our own delusions in life, and mine was thinking that I wasn't going to be destroyed. Because it constantly happens, like, all the time. I'm like Kenny. Minus the orange overcoat. It only seems to work for Kenny. If he gives it to somebody else, it doesn't work, obviously. Ow. That was rude. Not the hit to the face, but the fact that my guy just completely missed because there was a wall. I mean, walls. Whatever. Hey. Hey, what's going on? You want to notice me? I'm not coming over there. I don't love you that much. You're gonna have to come over here to give me hugs. Do not line up and knock them off. Because sometimes it's funny. Like, you know, literally all the time. And this is not good. He is fighting too slow, giving this other guy a chance to kind of catch up with us. So, yeah. Yep. Perfect time for you. I don't want to be pushed in here. There's maybe another guy that I'm trying to avoid. I owe him money, and I don't have it this week. I blew it all on beer and I don't know. I'm trying to think of perfect excuses. And that's not one of them. You don't drink, guys. Otherwise, you'll end up owing people money. It's a perfect formula that I just made up in my head. It applies to no situations ever. But that's how you know that it works. Okay. Aw, you are so good at your acrobatic skills. So good that I'm just gonna... Ow. So good that I'm just gonna bash you in the back. Or you're gonna have to in front. It'd be just a casual bashing, We could be bashing bros. Yeah. Yeah, you like that, don't you? You like how my sickle feels. I get your parts. Oh yeah. Oh, I know you like it. You're a bad boy. Okay. Revenant number 2. What are you guys talking about right now? What do you mean that I should be going to the temple to pray because it's like right there, and then I don't have to worry about if I die? Like, why does this make any sense? I don't. You see, those bats knew what I need to do, which was just fall off a cliff. That's how you say that you love people, is fall off the cliff. If you can't do that, I don't know what you're doing in life. Yeah, we're pretty sick of seeing that area, so we'll get the stamina up. Okay, we got samurai skill points, which, just gonna save those up a little bit for later. Okay, you fill to death. Place that he spawns at too, especially if you do this. Yes. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I get the glory, but I don't get any items out of that. Shows me what I know. Like they had more elixirs stocked up, which will soon be like there's gonna be no reason for that pretty soon. I'll be clearing entire levels without or backtracking or anything like that. I should be. Unless I start out literally every week with the same skill level I've got right now. which isn't very much. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. Oh God. Yes, I was being chopped in half too. You guys know all my triggers of Rust. Because how can you really love somebody without being chopped in half by them? Okay. You cannot time things like that. You can't. He had the most perfectly timed arrow to the back. He knew what I wanted, baby. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite enemy that they decided to bring back into Nioh 2 was Licky Tongue. We haven't seen him yet, but you guys will know Licky Tongue. You can't miss him. If you've ever played this game and you've gotten far enough into it, you know who Licky Tongue is. Ain't no doubt about it. Like there ain't no mountain high enough to keep him from licking you. Because he's a mountain in himself. Yes, I love getting caught by the same trap 1 billionth of times. So this is another one where you're going to want to use your... Okay, so... guess that's this. Yep. So this is another one where you're going to want to use your, whatever these are called, these gestures. Especially because you see, we're getting a brand new gesture for you. So it's kind of important that when you go through, if you're trying to get all the stuff, that you're using those gestures and you're making them actually stick. So you can see just by how much life he still had after that this is one of those ones. Whenever there's someone from the Yokai realm like that, they always have a little bit more health. Doesn't necessarily make them harder, but in contrast, like it does make them harder because. Oh, right. I dodged into him like I normally do. But something held up my dodge. Something about the way he moved at me. Or maybe something on my controller, how I was using it. In regards to how I just need to get good, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Elixir, stone. Take care of this guy before he becomes an issue. And also just because really the reason is because I just want to kill everything all the time, ever. It's my personality type. What I got all my grades in school was mass murder. And that's what made me into the man I am today. And I hope that you all take that to heart. Or something. Or wait, was that? Yeah, that might have been the same thing. I also didn't listen very well in school. Okay. I see you. want to be careful is like this skeleton's not going to kill you, but it will just stun you for just a moment. And that big axe, that'll kind of go through your skull. So if you're into that like I am, you know, just don't worry about it, just let it happen. But if you don't want to die, which, I mean, that's the weirdest thing to me, is it, maybe, you know, be careful. So yeah, those yokai, they act a little bit differently when they get stunned. Well, just in case, well, let's try and threaten you. Alright. Try a bow. He didn't like the bow. Now let's see what happens. On a little bit of an experiment. So if I go back here, we're basically doing what I was thinking about earlier. If I kind of deload him from the screen, and I come back, he is still aggroed. And I kind of don't want to kill him because I think you don't get his special thing if you kill him. But we made progress. We killed the big guy first. I was just like, if I have to go back, I don't really want to waste time fighting this everything. So the way it works is, at least the first time you try and figure out which one he's weak to, which color he's weak to, as far as the gestures go. So always ignore the first one if it's not his trigger, and the second one will always make him angry if you mess that one up. But if you're not in that certain special zone that you need to be in order for him to recognize your gesture, well, then he'll just ignore that as well. So you could have been doing the right one, just not even had that happen to me several. Okay, so there should be another one. Yep. I've never seen them just like disappear like that. So he's either going to be, oh no, oh no. I knew he was either going to be yellow or red. Because blue definitely pissed him off. Those little glowing mushroom things, they look like a little bit like those kodamas when you kick them over like what I did earlier. Yeah, we're sitting at a good amount of time here. Going to be finishing this right around the 2-hour mark. Where I want it to be. I think that's how much time I'm trying to go. I mean, there's sometimes going to be just times where it's unavoidable. I won't be able to get you the full hour or 2-hour stream, whatever I've got on my schedule, but I'm going to try and keep it as much as possible. What I'd say is, unless it's completely unavoidable, something completely out of my hands, I'm gonna get you that 2 hour stream, that hour stream, every time I can. I mean, an example of something out of my hands would be, oh wait, I know what I want to drop off because we did this, we literally did this last time we went through this dungeon. You want to drop off where these bats are. Yeah, an example of something kind of out of my hands would be like, kind of what I'm feeling right now. Been getting on that exercise bike as much as possible, and sometimes I'll go a little bit hard, and my body just will feel very not good, and it's in a lot of pain, and I'm just having major headaches. Then I might have to stop the stream. These are all things that have happened before. I work on adjusting my diet quite a bit. Doing things like cutting out things like peanut butter from the diet, which, you know, as much as everybody loves peanut butter, it does give me headaches, especially in times where I've had extra stress on my body from working out.
Yeah.
I was just gonna reload, but I don't know, kill him anyway. Really no reason to have to kill him. Because that just would show how little confidence I have in myself playing this game. If I feel like oh. So instead, I'm gonna take an arrow in the back. Literally because I forgot that guy even existed. You just don't even know. Oh god. Oh god. That's the big problem with doing that combo. That is an amazing combo if you time out. It leaves you so exposed to your enemy's next attack. Okay, it counts 9,081,000,081. That's getting through this session. Okay, so he's there. Where is Skelly Man? Can I shoot him from here? Is he on the ground? There he is. Make things a little bit easier on myself this time. That's something that if you play Nioh 2, you're just going to be doing a lot. You're going to be facing two guys. There's really nothing you can do about it but just nut up. And just take And if you had missed my explanation in earlier streams, you know, like the ones that I didn't record and such, in order to get streaming done on my PlayStation, because of the stupid way that I did things, I ended up having to reinitialize my PlayStation. Very, very sad time. There were no happy days. It wasn't Sunday, Monday happy days. But, yeah. It's something that happened. It was something weird, like I was trying to, I like turned, or like I unplugged my PlayStation for reasons, and then it was telling me, oh, you can't get into your PlayStation right now, and yep, we're just going to have to reinitialize all this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're looking out for me. Didn't work that combo, but it worked. You see,
Yeah.
okay, nice. Barely got that in time. Oh, you can like release it multiple times, I guess. Or maybe it just reinitialized itself. Oh, I'm burning. Burning is bad. Let's see. Let's get myself some burning. Let's do some fire, because I love fire strats. He does not. He like spears in my face strats, which, I mean, I don't know. They work, but are they really good for the environment? I mean, if I have a spear, hello. Okay, well, you're spam, so I'm not going to answer you, especially because I'm playing a game, recording a video.
Yeah.
I mean, I know potential spam is my best friend. I call all the time. But we're taking a break from each other. It's not him, it's me. You know, we just kind of drifted apart over the years. And don't know if I can deal with it anymore. You I love right now. I love you with all of my sickle being. Ow. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Bad things are being bad.
Yeah.
You hit the button, but you definitely did not. Somehow I'm still keeping my electric up. It makes no sense. Okay. And 2,000,000,081. Will anyone ever join me this stream? No, they won't. They're all angry at me for dying at a game where you're supposed to die. That's literally the point of it. That's how you level up in it. You die. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Alright. Sorry, he just got me really excited with that, and so I just couldn't help myself. Okay, okay, oh god. Alright. So they might follow a little bit, but not
Yeah!
okay, correction. It's got to fall.
Yeah!
But the big skelly man that I didn't want to fight, he didn't fall. See, I got all excited that last time because I was so sure that I was going to get both. And then they just double team me. Got some super hot action this time. Like, that's what this entire game has been today. It's just been super hot, sexy, sandwichy attacks to me. Another real moment. Well, are you coming? Okay, he's not coming. Oh, he's coming though.
Yeah!
All night long. You like this thing right here, don't you?
Yeah!
Oh god. Oh,
Yeah!
I don't know. I hate all this. That was just too much for my teenage girl body to handle. The hotness, the fiery passion of it all. How will I ever recover without Lorenzo's love? Only time will tell. Gonna say I was my girl. Alright. So this time, I'm gonna fight this guy first.
Yeah!
This time we won't have to fight two wheel monks. I was thinking, that damage. When you've been playing too long, sleeping too little, and things just happen, bro. Come on. Trying to set myself up. Almost probably set myself up for failure because there was another one that could have came up and smashed me.
Yeah!
That's the thing. If you don't give them the opportunity to destroy your life, if you actually start controlling the combat instead of trying to hide, you can usually do pretty good. You are not impressed at all by my That was not the time for that. Really purposely set up these the environment so that it pops you in the opposite direction of where you're trying to go if you're trying to make sure that you stay where you are instead of plummeting to your death, which we've already confirmed is my favorite pastime. It's what I do on the weekends is I plummet to my death just all the time, and eventually it's going to get points for me to say these things, but no. Oh god. And guess what? I'm gonna take a guess at who's guarding the... Well, as good as that fire feels. I wanna guess who's guarding this little shrine over here? That's right, it's another wheel monk. My favorite enemy in the game. Let's equip some water, some of this. Oh god, don't fall. That's one of the only ways he's going to kill me. And the other one he was just gearing up to do. Handled this pretty much exactly how we handled it last time. So luckily this part, in comparison, goes pretty quickly. Just, there's something about how this level's set up to where I just die and die and die. Hey buddy, how's it going? All too easy. I am a little bit weak to fist in my head. I had to give myself some kind of weakness, otherwise I'd just be Superman. And I chose a giant fist in my head being my weakness. It's on all my D&D cards. That fist in the head is how you kill me. Hey guy. Hey buddy. I'm gonna have some... Ow. Apparently he did. He wanted to give me a big ol' hug. Oh god, oh no. I saw that coming. Oh no. Yeah, oh god. You just finished me off a little too early. I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I know what you want. You want to sneak out of my head, don't you? attacks come quickly, but like his wind up is it just takes so long that most of the time I'm just kind of sitting there yawning like, yeah, okay. If I give you 592 frames for your attack, you're gonna hit me. And I'm saying that as kind of like a joke, but I mean, some of the bosses, like in Dark Souls 3, and they especially brought it back in Elden Ring. They have like those 592 frames of attack. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to dodge this? I don't know. This is harder than if it was like I have one frame to dodge. Because you're so thrown off. You just fought a boss. And they gave you like 2 to 3 frames between every attack where you could hit him and he couldn't hit you. But no, this next one you just gotta have 592 frames of attack. Which is only a slight a fun one. Okay. Yeah. You just go to that home. That little home in town. Chaos because I have wind element on my normal sword, which I still don't know what the heck that does, and I had fire element on this fire talisman now on my weapon. So that's how you get that little achievement that I just got. So that's the thing about a lot of these achievements is you're not going to know what they are until you actually get them. You can kind of look at it. They've got a quick list of things that you look at, but pretty much any game I've ever played is going to have a few achievements that are not unlocked, but they are unlocked. Make sure we're not getting too close to that guy. I mean, that would have been a perfect opportunity for me to hit this guy. I was just like, we're a little bit close to that. The golem over there. He's playing with his fish and singing a song. Literally everybody in the movie theater was laughing at that. What about his little fishy that he caught me so fresh and clean? I don't know, because I think I've only watched that entire movie like 2 or 3 times. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first one the most out of the trilogy. I did not finish the Hobbit trilogy, and I think the second one was the one with the dragon. That one was pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely did not finish that. I don't know if I was really paying that much attention when I started watching the Hobbit. So far, this time around, now that I'm not fighting enemies that are just bad for my health, I'm not taking too much damage. getting through this cave a lot faster. So, had to think about what's coming up here. I was like, oh yeah, there's the real monk, which I may not have to deal with, but
Yeah.
so that's something special about the wheel monks is you notice how they have two sides to them. If,
Yeah.
if you are the one that's not paying attention to you, whichever one it is, because he'll be attacking a certain side, and if you are to attack the other side, you're going to knock him on his butt. Knock him on his wheel. Okay, let's not have a repeat of last time, because I know that I recorded that. Everything Nioh has been recorded. Let's try and actually land on the rock this time instead of just falling to our deaths. We'll try and fall to our deaths later. It's definitely on my list of things to do. It's part of my summer vacation plans. That's what I'm going to be doing on the 4th of July. Actually, I already told you guys what I'm going to be doing on the 4th of July. I'm going to be getting a little bit more that instruction manual taken care of. Heck, if I do good enough, I might be able to get that completely finished tomorrow, but kind of doubt that because I've got an appointment in the morning. I'm going to be speaking with you guys right around that time. My friends are popping over, so they might catch some of that stream live. They've never seen me stream, so that'll be interesting. They might join some of the commentary, especially my friend Don, because normally when he comes over, he talks for 15 minutes straight, and we just kind of look at him and listen to what he's got to say. But that's not going to be happening when I'm streaming. We're not going to hear about all the weird things he's doing with all his girlfriends on the west side, because that's not really appropriate stream content. It's funny, but not really. Appropriate for butts hanging out with. Not true. Like catching the fireworks just has always been kind of a family thing to me. And you know, growing up and kind of just being on my own for a while, I hadn't really found much of a reason to want to go watch the fireworks. It's something fun to do, but it's like, yeah, okay, this is a different color. This one spreads more. Like it is exciting, but it's not necessarily the thing that I want to be doing. Right. Let's do this. There's a summoner I forgot to kill. I think he's over on this lefter side. Aren't you gonna kill me? I don't need one of them kills, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. guy that got some? No, he did not quite get some. And there you go.
Ta.
So purple is earth. Another one that I just don't know any of them. Okay, just leave me alone. I know fire and I know lightning can kind of stun me sometimes, but I don't know what water, earth, or is there any other elements? I don't know what those do. I'm gonna have to go over. I'm gonna have to look at all the Captain Planet videos from the 90s and I'll just find out if I know what all the elements are. It's the only way to
Yeah.
learn. You don't learn things in school. You learn things from TV. Those are the only two acceptable forms of learning in America. So if you come from the outside, if you're a foreigner and you don't know these things, well, you do now.
Ta.
So I used a few elixirs here, but I got higher touch
Yeah.
without aside from like that first time. Time or two,
Yeah.
whatever it took me
Ta.
to kill the first one of these cyclopses. Or did I fall? Did I die and fall? I don't know. You guys are gonna call me out on it on the comments, and I'm gonna cry. Just be like, no, why does nobody love me? Why do they tell me these things that I obviously did? What do you mean face it? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. But for real, guys, that can make all the difference in your life. Is when you get a big problem, especially something triggering you like that. Take the time to diagnose what that problem is. You try and figure out how you can keep it from not happening again. Your life will change dramatically. And usually, I know they were kind of putting it as like a joke. And if you guys have ever watched Rick and Morty, the one with what was his name, like Kissmaster or whatever. Trying to save the special. But yeah, his therapist tells him, hey, you just gotta start ignoring these guys. Stop giving them attention. And he's like, wow, that's really is the kill move. And you're gonna find in life that if you actually do practice that like literally is the kill move. That will solve a lot of your issues instead of trying to be the one that punches the hardest, the fastest, and the badass that yells at everybody. You stop giving attention to that stuff, it's gonna start going away. It may not happen all at once because you're gonna be tested on that in life. Probably don't really need to do this, but I can also level up, so I don't have to worry about getting my level ups. Get a little bit more stamina so we can carry some more. Pop something into getting my strength up. Why not? We'll get some little bit of HP there as well, and put the rest into magic. At some point, I'm gonna have to pop a lot into my spirit or my guardian spirit, and don't really care about that little bit of damage. Just like last time I was going through all this, it's not gonna make a difference in the fight whatsoever. What will make a difference in the fight is if I can time it like I did last time. Alright, fine. I would like to be able to get this without getting hit. Probably not reasonable to believe I can do that right at this moment. I might need a little bit more concentration than what I've got to start our combo. I'll keep doing her combos to try and avoid getting hit as much as possible.
Yeah.
A little too close. Oh god. So she got me for one really crappy reason. And that's because they like to keep you. They like to keep you on your, thank you for giving me the easiest one to punish. They like to keep you on your terrible mid stance. Yeah, they like to keep you on that terrible mid stance after you use your living weapon. Like, I know some of you guys might like it, that might be your go-to. It does not jive with me very well. Alright. So this time we're only on attempt number 2, and I at least got her halfway down her HP this time. A little less embarrassing.
Yeah.
You'll notice when I'm fighting the return bosses is that they have the same skill set. That hasn't changed at all, but their reaction times are going to be just a little bit faster. They're going to be a little bit more aggressive in the way they attack you. Wasn't sure about that, so used my best instinct. But yeah, this one's way different. I can actually feel the flow of battle right now. I know that can sound pretty weird, but it really is a thing. If you feel the flow of battle, you can control it a little bit better. Oh, no. Okay. No. Look. I'm just not into your type. That's all it is. And the bat wings are fine, but the purple tongue, just not doing it for me. You're gonna have to find yourself another boyfriend. Force strike again. Oh god. Is it gonna be me? Yep. Just that little bit of how it wants to kind of make my movements a little bit stiff at just the wrong times. I can just really throw off everything I'm trying to do. Yeah, you see how I'm just kind of twitching along? That's what I'm talking about with the controller. If you press like straight up, you're okay, but if you try and hit like a side direction or something, you're not okay. No shame in making different Like I do the whole game co-op. I have my PlayStation 4, I do co-op, I do the whole game co-op. And we just smash in some baddies together. Shouldn't be too hard to find a co-op partner too. Pretty popular game. But yeah, that's something that is coming to the channel. Again, that's a super important thing for the channel. Definitely getting some co-op partners can be really good for growth and therefore good for the game that I'm creating. If I've got more growth on the channel. So another thing is you'll find when I come back to make sure that I get the kill without taking any damage on these bosses, that your weapons do a ridiculously larger amount of damage as you go through the game. It's just you don't notice because the enemies also have armor that they are taking it. Okay, I don't want you to go up as close as you throw them. I want to keep a good distance away from you. Pretty perfect on the timing so far. Why we need to see other people. I think if you punish her grab, or she just tries to come up and hug you, I think that was one of the things my brother was doing against her. It just like was working, and I think it like stuns her for a second, and it knocks her out. That was nothing but pure luck. Just right in between. No. I knew I didn't have that right. Man. Oh. You know what? When you're fighting the paralysis boss, maybe you should make sure you got paralysis resistance. Completely unintentional. Let's see. Change to defense versus win. So it's actually becoming an issue this time, so we're going to change this up. Just for the boss. That's where I had another one at. Oh. Yeah, this does have first paralysis.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. I was just tired of life. Tired of having a head. Apparently, like, I guess she's not weak to wind or something. Let me see. Before we go back into this battle, like, there's no tactic change that's really going to make that big of a difference. But if I've got another, yeah, this one does a lot more damage. So we're gonna go ahead and equip this one. Ooh, I do have a fire spear though that I could use. I could use this fire spear against her. Let's try and use this fire spear against her, even though that's gonna throw me off completely. Alright, there we go. It's like if you want to learn to play this game, you gotta get yourself comfortable using whatever weapon at whatever time. But yeah, as you can see, her life bar is going out much faster this time. At least a little bit faster. I want to have just that one extra range dodge. So the two weapons that I'm using most in Nioh 2 so far have been the Odachi, which I really like. It's just got that long range. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, got the super long range, and this last time I was using it, but that's because I wasn't using having the same problem with using having the same problem with not getting the correct rhythm for my Kusari Gama swings. So, I was just outside the range. Yeah, my brother, the way he was able to beat her was he got a lot closer to her. But I don't like when she's up in the area when he got close to her. With all this paralysis. Stuff that I've got on it doesn't look like she's got any paralysis at all. Was it? Oh god, oh god. Mash buttons. Mash and pray. So yeah, she had a little bit after that, but I don't remember it being that much. For paralysis defense.
あちきを蔑んでいた男どもが皆あちきの虜に
Okay,
もっと欲しい
so we did it. We got through it. Not quite as painful as last time. Oh, really? I can get cheap viewers on streamboo.com? Yeah, I'm totally going to do that. Yeah, don't buy your viewers. Unless you don't really like having your Twitch account. So yeah, randomly after beating some of these levels, you'll unlock the Twilight missions. Let's see. So let's take a look and see what we got. I don't like one. Press left and right in this. That'll throw off where you're actually at. So yeah, I pretty much always personally like to have a, usually this is quicker route, usually like to have some kind of, versus lightning, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put that one for reasons. I forgot what I was talking about. That's right, it'll either come to me or it just won't. And maybe I'll finish up what I was saying later. Let's see, so nothing really super exciting here. Oh yeah, so I was talking about, ooh, this is way better. Gives you slightly less Emerald to earn, but yeah, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about the elementals on weapons, so those really can make a big difference in how your battles go and everything. But, you know, it doesn't really fill in that 70 point attack gap if you don't have something really good equipped. Which I really didn't. The air didn't really do much anything for me. And we don't need this one anymore, so let's get equipment drop rate, item drop rate, that defense though. Go ahead and stick with this for right now. Let's see, more stuff. Skill customization. Not really gonna be anything worthwhile there. This, which I meant to do a long time ago. I don't think we've done this at all. So I'm going to pick the ones that I want. You're probably gonna completely disagree with it, but this is this is just the way I like doing it. I like doing more damage to guys. I like my living weapons to last longest, so this is going to be the way we're going to do this. just going to do these ones at the bottom. I don't care about finding a little bit of extra items. You get plenty of items in this game. As you saw, I've just got a whole wall of equipment that just doesn't even really matter. Let's see, don't care about gold ever. Damage from fall, don't really care about. Let's do some more damage. Get some more key. Very helpful. Elixir on life recovery. And really none of these are all that great, but and really maybe I should be picking damage from fall, but we're just gonna go with toughness like I normally do. These are just my go-tos. Not changing them. Nope. Stop asking. Even though we're just now doing this right now, and nobody has had any time to react. Alright. So we got that stuff taken care of. Let's go back to the shrine here. We'll go ahead and make some offerings. And yes, we are winding down for today. Just a little bit over 2 hours. We're actually almost at 2.5 hours for the day. That's alright. That's okay. I don't mind going a little bit longer on these. If you're watching them on YouTube, just pause them. Pause the video, come back to it. Make a note of it. Keep 50 tabs open in the browser like I do. What do you mean that's not normal? I used to have 50 tabs open. Right now I am keeping more tabs open than I normally would, just because it works out when you're trying to manage all the things that I'm managing. Okay. So we're gonna get about 3 levels up. All those elixirs that I just murdered out of my inventory, we're gonna get a lot of those back by doing this. I was doing really good. I was like, hey, I'm at 35, and then I started fighting the boss, and it's like, oh, I'm at like 16. And halfway through that last attempt, I was like, okay, let me just kind of slow down, pay attention to what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about anything that I'm sacrificing off, because I've got the equipment that I'm equipping, which that shouldn't automatically sacrifice off, and I've got the things that I wanted to use later. I've got those locked up. Again, I know I can be disassembling these things for stuff that using in the blacksmith forge, but I don't like doing blacksmith forge. We're gonna do it just to get the achievement, but really they'll only give you like 1 or 2 abilities by going to the blacksmith forge, at least in my experience. I haven't like done all of the quests that go with them, but you're not making anything blockbuster out of them, in my experience. So I don't see much of a reason to want to do that. This is just a game. I don't like even getting gold in it. I mean, I like I'll pick it up and whatever, and I'll use it, but you know, it's not. I'm never gonna run out. I'm never gonna use it that much. Oh. Yeah. So there's that check all button. I'm sure all of you who have played this game before remembered about that. No, I don't. We're going to lock that out. Just double check and make sure that I don't select it. We're gonna lock all the ones that I want to keep for sure. Okay, and then we're gonna go over here, and now we're gonna select all, just to make sure that we don't get rid of anything we don't want. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I definitely forgot. You guys are probably yelling at me who are watching the video and have done this before. I just don't do it that much anymore. I don't play it as much. Leave me alone. Alright, get a couple in magic. I have enough for one more. No, we'll just get a couple of magic. And then we'll just one more, there's always just one more thing to do. Eat some samurai lox. I imagine that's what he does, is he eats samurai lox all day long. Where are my spirit stones? Let's see. Am I at enough to level up again? Probably. Yep, I went over. That's fine. See, we can get some ninjutsu out. There's nothing too great except for like carrying stuff in ninjutsu. You saw I had those projectiles and whatever, and so like, I'm just not using them. I'm too lazy for it. All right. Yeah, I got some more titles. Whenever you see those titles pop up, you're usually gonna get some more. Uh, some more. What are they called again? Angio or Agio prestige points. All right, so that's gonna wrap us up today. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Really enjoy it. Really love playing this game for you, and so yeah, I can't wait. Let's. This is my favorite stream of the week. Even when I'm screwing around and getting myself beat up, it's my favorite. I'm always looking forward to let's play some Nioh. I gotta play some Nioh. But yeah, we'll be finishing up Halo 3 in probably just a few weeks, and maybe I'll just do back-to-back Nioh streams for a little bit, or maybe we'll start digging into some speedrun things. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna get through this choke point of taking care of what needs to be taken care of first, which is the instruction manual needs to be caught up. We'll be getting some AI stuff done. There's other things like I'm going to be doing, like adding some shorts for you guys to watch on YouTube and whatever. Just increase the discoverability, since you guys are saying, the few of you that are speaking up so far that have actually found my content, you're saying my content's awesome, and you know, I really appreciate that you guys are giving me that feedback. I don't necessarily need to have positive feedback all the time, but you know, all feedback is good feedback. It really is, just as long as you're doing good stuff with it. And so yeah, thanks for joining me. That's the plan. The plan for right now. There's still so much more to come. Gotta just focus on the things that I can focus on when I can focus on them. And today I just decided I don't have to go grab any food or anything. I don't have to do a whole bunch of weird this, that, and the other stuff. So I'm gonna really buckle down and start getting this thing out the way that needs to get out the way. So, just letting you guys know what's going on. Not It's not anything devastating on my mind or anything. Just wanted to let you guys know. I want to keep you in the loop. You know, you guys, if you're watching, in a way, you guys are my family too. So, you know, I want you to feel a little bit special. Let you feel what's going on. So that's all. Nothing really bother me as far as any of this stuff goes. It's just there's a lot of stuff to do, and it can kind of wear on you a little bit, but it's all worth it because I know what the end goal is. And so we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. This is the Gumdrop Gamer. You've been watching the Gumdrop Gaming channel. Stay awesome, bros. I'll see you later.